The best and fastest way to increase or raise Social Security benefits, including retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, SSI, VA, and RRB benefits, may actually be different than what we're originally thinking. Let's get into it and discuss exactly what I mean by this. Welcome everyone, thank you for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so, and I am back every single day to keep you updated with all of this information that is changing very rapidly during this time. And if you've been watching my videos for any length of time now, you know that I am a huge advocate for low-income and fixed-income individuals living on Social Security, SSDI, SSI, VA, RRB, and anybody who is low income, and we're doing anything we possibly can to get Congress to issue additional stimulus checks, monthly recurring payments, and permanently raise benefits for all of those beneficiaries I just mentioned. So if you like the sound of that, make sure to subscribe right down below the video. Totally free to do so, and share this with your friends, family, and social media. Thank you. I truly appreciate it. And just remember, I'm back every day to help out in any way that I possibly can with these videos. All right, let's get into this. So again, if you've been watching my videos for any length of time now, we've been talking about a few different proposals that have been floating around out there right now to raise benefits for millions upon millions of beneficiaries, including what I've been mentioning throughout this video: Social Security, everybody across the board, SSI, VA, RRB. The two major plans that are floating around out there right now include the SSI Restoration Act, which is specifically focused on the SSI, Supplemental Security Income Program, that would raise benefits to 100% of the federal poverty line, okay? $1,073 each and every month. The next promising plan that is floating around out there right now is the Social Security Enhancement and Protection Act. We talked about this one recently as it was reintroduced once again by a Democratic representative out of Wisconsin. Now, here's the thing. These two programs are actually really great. In fact, they would impact about 70 million beneficiaries who draw on these benefits each and every month. I mean, that's huge impact right there. But here's the thing. Even though these proposals are great, and it would be really, really nice to see these come through, let's be real for just a minute, okay? Now again, I don't want to be discouraging in any way at all. I'm just laying this all out there. Here's the thing. To get approval on these programs would take a lot of congressional work, as in they would need to get all the people throughout Congress to jump on board with this, get behind the movement, and kind of push it through the process of getting approval through Congress. Sometimes, as all of us know, because we've been witnessing this for the last year and a half now with the stimulus packages, it can be really difficult to get it congressional approval across the board from everybody, right? Or at least enough people to get it passed with bipartisan support, which in most cases, that is what they need in order to actually get these plans pushed through, right? All right. But with that being said, we know that it's a long process, but at the same time, it certainly can be done. However, according to the details of the SSI Restoration Act, it sounds like they think that they can add it into one of these massive stimulus packages that they continue passing. So if they were to put this into one of the reconciliation bills, it sounds like they think they can get the SSI done with that. However, when it comes to Social Security reform, they need to do that one with bipartisan support. So again, that's another uphill battle that, who knows what would come out of that one. But let's actually talk through it a little bit further now. Now, here's the thing. If we continue looking at all these programs and all of these benefits and everything like this, we get it. Everybody needs additional support right now. But what if you just so happen to get an extra few $100s each and every month into your bank account as money, but it happened to come in a different form? Would that bother you at the end of the day? I mean, everybody needs a raise to their benefits, but rather than getting a raise on your benefits, what if the money actually arrived in a separate form, like universal basic income or guaranteed basic income? Would anybody feel like upset by that? I'm just curious. Would anybody feel like, I need a raise to my benefits, and this UBI payment every single month isn't going to cut it? So I guess my point is, when it comes to these universal basic income programs and these guaranteed basic income programs, for Congress to get these things passed through would be way, way easier for them to get these packages through and these provisions to send out universal basic income or guaranteed basic income, essentially monthly stimulus checks on an ongoing basis, then it would be for them to actually get bipartisan support to actually reform these programs and get it through. Do you kind of get what I'm saying? So my point is, if you were to keep your current benefit exactly as it is right now, however, on the other hand, rather than getting a raise to your benefits, you would actually get maybe, let's just say, a $300, a $500, or maybe more a payment per month on top of your benefits. Would that be like good enough? You get what I'm saying? Like, would that be what you need? My point is, even if the money is categorized and named guaranteed basic income, and that's how you get it as a payment each month, would anybody really care that, hey, the money came as GBI, guaranteed basic income, versus actual raises to my benefits? Do you know what I mean? Now, let me lay out just a couple benefits of why UBI or GBI, in other words, monthly stimulus checks, would actually be incredibly advantageous versus actually a raise to your benefits. Now, hang on. Before we get into that, I just want to say really quickly, of course, I am a huge advocate of raising benefits across the board for everybody and making sure that everybody has enough money to live on each and every month. So I'm not minimizing a raise to your benefits in any way at all. In fact, I say, let's give everybody both. Let's raise the benefits and let's give everybody one of these monthly payments through UBI or GBI, if that makes sense right there, right? So I'm just saying, let's get everybody some money. But here are some of the advantages of actually getting it in the form of UBI or GBI versus actually a raise to your benefits. Now, here's the thing. Social Security benefits. Now, SSI, I don't think SSI would fall into this category, but Social Security benefits would be claimed or would be counted as income if your benefits just so happen to be so high. Well, if your income happens to be so high, guess what happens then? It's taxable. It's taxable income. Well, that's not fun. Nobody wants to pay taxes, right? I mean, that is like the worst thing in the world, seriously. Of course, we have to. I mean, by law, we have to pay taxes, so you can't get out of it. But nobody loves it, just the government taking your money and, calling it tax revenues. I mean, here, seriously, especially when you're living on a small income, you certainly don't want them taking a portion of it so that they can, your tax liability. That's not fun at all. But here's one of the really cool things about UBI and GBI. They are not counted as income simply because it acts just like a stimulus check, as in it's not taxable income. It's typically like an advance on a tax refund, right? So, or like a tax credit. Sorry, like an advance on a tax credit. That's kind of how these things are structured. So usually they are no strings attached payments where literally they're not counted as income, they're not counted as resources, and they will not impact other benefits. Let me give you a quick example. The child tax credit payments that are going out right here, right now, these are not impacting anybody that are getting monthly benefits during this time. For example, those people who are receiving SSI right now, again, your income is very limited. You can only earn a few dollars each and every month with SSI, or they start to reduce your monthly benefit, right? Well, guess what? If you have kids and you're getting this child tax credit payment, you could be getting hundreds of dollars every single month, and it is not counted against you as your income, and it's not going to offset your SSI benefit. So that's pretty cool, right? Well, that's exactly how UBI and GBI payments are structured as well. No income, no resources. Therefore, it would not impact other sources of income like your monthly benefit. Whereas, if they raise benefits and your income becomes high enough, then it becomes taxable income. Kind of get what I'm saying? So even though everybody needs a raise right now, and again, I just want to reiterate, absolutely, I believe everybody should get a raise across the board on your benefits. That would be amazing, right? Seriously, everybody needs more money on their benefits each and every month. But there may just be a benefit to actually getting it more money each and every month in the form of UBI or GBI versus an actual raise on benefits, if all of that makes sense. But again, I say give everybody both, right? Give everybody the raise plus give everybody the monthly benefit on top of it. I mean, why not? If they're distributing money, why not give it to everybody across the board, right? And here's the thing. It would be so much easier and faster for Congress to get one of these other programs done like UBI or GBI through the congressional process, because they could just add it right into a stimulus package with reconciliation language. They could do that, no problem. They could get it done. Whereas reforming these programs, well, we know that that's a long, drawn-out process that they need to work their way through in Congress and get bipartisan support to get that done. That's kind of a long road that, honestly, do they even want to go down that road? Well, let's hope they do, because everybody needs more money right now. And we've been talking about these other programs out there to help out all of these low-income and fixed-income beneficiaries. But seriously, they need to go down that road someday. There's no better time than right now, realistically. But I kind of want to lay this all out there, because here's the thing. One of the hot trending buzzwords out there right now is universal basic income and guaranteed basic income. These programs have gotten so popular over the last year and a half or so. It's like, wow, seriously, they are so popular. So I wanted to lay this all out for you and kind of let you know what we're thinking. And just remember, you could actually be getting more money each and every month, but it may actually come in a different form than actual permanent raises to benefits. So either way, at the end of the day, all we really need is more money. And as I've said in other videos, do we really care at the end of the day what the name of the program is? I mean, seriously, do we care what the name is, or do we just want the money, right? Do we just want the green stuff and the digits in our bank account, or are we looking for a fancy name to be attached to it? I mean, I don't know about you, but I just want to take the money. I couldn't care less what they call it. They could call it cheesecake with a cherry on top. I don't really care what the name is. I just want the money, right? So I hope this helps you out. Just remember, I'm here to help you out in any way that I can. I will keep you updated with all this information. I know there's a lot going on out there right now. I will continue watching everything very closely, and I will keep you updated as we get further updates and information on all these programs as they are popping up all over the place right now. And there's a lot of proposals and stimulus and all kinds of things coming out when it comes to raises for benefits, and of course, the stimulus packages, stimulus checks, monthly recurring payments, all kinds of stuff going on right now. So subscribe right down below the video. Share this video with your friends, family, social media. And again, go back and check out some of the other videos right here on the channel. Thanks again. I appreciate it. And I will see you again later in the next video.